Nobody expected this. Not from Tamar, not from Towanda, and definitely not from Michael Jr. In a late-night livestream that left fans stunned and the Braxton family in full crisis mode, Tamar dropped a nuclear truth bomb that has reignited the darkest rumors about the family's past. Through trembling lips and tear-filled eyes, Tamar claimed that her sister Towanda wasn't just Ashlee Braxton's aunt, she's her mother. And the father? None other than Michael Jr., their own brother. Tamar says Evelyn Braxton orchestrated the entire cover-up, forcing Towanda to carry the secret and Ashlee to grow up in confusion, shame and lies. Now the truth is out. And it's sickening. Bloodlines blurred, generations destroyed. Tamar says she stayed silent for too long, and now she's ready to let the whole world know. This isn't just a scandal, it's a family betrayal of biblical proportions. It all started with a look. One of those quiet, loaded glances Tamar Braxton gives when she's about to unleash hell. No wigs, no makeup, just raw, tear-streaked emotion and truth that's been buried under decades of Braxton family loyalty. In her latest livestream, the one now being dubbed The Confession That Cracked the Braxtons, Tamar sat in near darkness and whispered, "She's not your niece, she's your daughter, and he's not just her uncle, he's the father. You do the math." Within minutes, the internet was on fire. Towanda Braxton, Michael Braxton Jr., Ashlee, the quiet, soft-spoken girl fans thought was a distant cousin or adopted child. Tamar said it plain. Ashlee is Towanda's daughter, and Michael Jr. is the father. And Evelyn Braxton, the so-called matriarch of morality, orchestrated the entire cover-up. Tamar didn't flinch. She said it was time. "I carried this secret longer than I carried my own son," she said, her voice shaking. "I told myself it wasn't my story to tell, but that little girl deserves the truth. And Towanda, she deserves freedom, even if it costs us everything." She began laying it all out, how Evelyn allegedly kept Ashlee's parentage hidden to protect the family's image, and convinced everyone, including Ashlee, that she had been taken in by the Braxtons after her birth parents walked away. But Tamar said that lie had always felt heavy, fake, fabricated. "I watched Towanda cry herself to sleep for years," Tamar said. "I watched her walk past her own child and pretend like she was just her niece. Because Mama said that's what had to be done." According to Tamar, Towanda and Michael Jr.'s relationship began when they were teenagers, manipulated by a toxic cycle of silence, religious guilt, and what Tamar called emotional incest disguised as loyalty. Evelyn allegedly told Towanda it was God's will that her love remain in the family, that no man outside the home could be trusted, that Michael would never leave you. Tamar described moments where she walked in on whispered conversations, long embraces that didn't feel sibling-like, and letters that went missing before she could finish reading them. "I knew something was off. I knew it. But every time I asked questions, Mama would say I was being dramatic." The worst part, Tamar said, was watching Towanda hold her tongue while Ashlee grew up confused. She used to sit in her room and stare at pictures of Towanda, Tamar said. "I once heard her say, 'I feel like she knows everything about me, and I don't even know her favorite color.' And Michael Jr.? He's been silent. Too silent." Tamar hinted that he was trapped too, manipulated just like Towanda, raised to believe Evelyn's word was gospel and any outside relationship would destroy the family's calling. But fans weren't convinced that excuses could clear this level of betrayal. The chat during Tamar's live stream exploded. Wait, Towanda is her mom? Are we hearing this right? Y'all, this just broke me. The Braxtons been hiding something. Old episodes of Braxton family values started circulating again, particularly scenes where Ashlee appeared briefly, but never said much. Viewers now believed they were watching something far more painful, a daughter being forced to pretend her mother was her aunt and her father was just Uncle Mike. The emotional manipulation, the religious framing, the legacy pressure. Tamar said it was all part of Evelyn's blueprint, keeping the family in line, keeping secrets sealed. Mama told us silence was strength, Tamar said, but what she really meant was silence keeps her clean. By the end of the live stream, Tamar was shaking but unwavering. Towanda, if you're watching, I'm not mad. I'm not exposing you. I'm exposing what was done to you. And to Ashlee. She deserves her mother. One sentence, one secret, one shattered legacy, and the Braxton family will never be the same again. When Tamar's live stream dropped, fans were stunned. But no one was more shaken than the girl at the center of it all, Ashlee Braxton. The young woman who had long stood in the background of Braxton family episodes, quietly referred to as extended family, suddenly found herself thrust into a reality that shattered her entire identity. And just one day after Tamar's jaw-dropping video, Ashlee broke her silence. In a raw, emotional Instagram live viewed by over 2.1 million people in less than 12 hours, Ashlee sat alone in her bedroom. No glam, no script, just pain in her eyes and heartbreak in her voice. Her first words? "I don't know who I am anymore." She went on to say that she watched Tamar's full video twice. Once in disbelief, and the second time in tears. She didn't deny it. She didn't lash out. She just looked straight into the camera and said, "If what Auntie Tamar said is true, then I've been lied to my whole life, and the people who were supposed to protect me broke me." Ashlee explained that growing up, she had always felt a strange emotional pull toward Towanda, one that didn't quite fit the traditional aunt-niece dynamic. She knew everything about me, my allergies, my nightmares, my triggers. She'd show up at my school plays like a mum, but then she'd disappear. I thought it was because she was busy. Now I know. It might have been guilt. She paused. The chat lit up with crying emojis, prayers, and stunned disbelief. Then Ashlee said the words that silenced the comments for 10 seconds straight. "If Towanda is my mother, who am I?" Fans begin connecting the dots. As Ashlee's live went viral, internet sleuths and Braxton family superfans began piecing together years of overlooked clues. Old family photos showing Towanda with her arm tightly wrapped around a toddler Ashlee, while Evelyn stood distantly behind them. A deleted scene from Braxton Family Values Season 3, where Ashlee almost called Towanda Mom before awkwardly correcting herself. Tracy's cryptic comment in a 2019 reunion. "Some of us raised kids we couldn't claim." With Tamar's revelation and Ashlee's heartbreak live, it was only a matter of time before people started looking for the woman who could confirm everything, Towanda Braxton. But when fans searched her profiles, they found nothing. Towanda vanishes within 24 hours of Tamar's live stream. Towanda deleted her Instagram posts, unfollowed her sisters, turned off comments, and locked her Twitter account. No statement. No denial, no explanation. For someone who once shared daily affirmations and behind-the-scenes clips, her sudden vanishing act felt like a silent admission. And fans weren't having it. You don't run unless there's something to hide. Towanda has a responsibility to Ashlee. Say something. We stood by this family. Now we feel played. Worse, insiders close to the family reported that Evelyn Braxton had instructed Towanda to stay offline and let the storm pass. Allegedly, Evelyn told her, "Let the devil dance. The Lord will deal with Tamar." The phrase lit up Twitter. Now fans believed Evelyn was back in control mode, trying to bury another scandal like she had allegedly done before. But this time, the internet wasn't having it. Evelyn under fire. Again, fans began flooding Evelyn's old Facebook posts with thousands of comments. You did this to Towanda. You made a child carry another child's shame. How many secrets are buried in your house? Multiple calls for Evelyn to issue a statement went unanswered. But behind the scenes, insiders claimed legal threats were being discussed, with Evelyn reportedly trying to block Tamar from releasing more documents. Because yes, Tamar hinted there's more. In a comment under Ashlee's video, she wrote, "You think I gave y'all the whole story? That was part 1. Now everyone's waiting for what comes next. But one thing is already clear. Ashlee isn't a side character anymore. Her identity has become the emotional epicenter of a multi-decade lie, and fans around the world are rallying behind her. Protect Ashlee at all costs. She deserved the truth from the beginning. Towanda, it's time to face your daughter. And as for Tamar, she's just getting started. By now, the Braxton name had been scorched by fire Tamar herself lit, and fans weren't letting it cool down. With Towanda missing from social media, Ashlee mourning her stolen identity, and Tamar hinting there was more to come, the focus turned to the only person who could stop the bleeding: Evelyn Braxton. For days, the matriarch stayed quiet. No interviews, no live streams, just silence. The same kind she had allegedly used for decades to control her daughters and shield family secrets. But the internet wasn't having it anymore. Fans and bloggers flooded old Evelyn interviews with thousands of comments. You controlled Towanda into silence. You erased a child's truth. This ain't ministry. This is manipulation. Then, a leak happened, and it changed everything. The church letters surface. An anonymous former member of Evelyn's old congregation emailed multiple gossip blogs with 2 scanned letters allegedly written by Evelyn in 2002 and 2004. Both addressed to a now-deceased church elder named Pastor William L. Griggs. The first letter reads in part, "We have decided that keeping the child's parentage within the family is God's will. What the world won't understand, the Lord already knows. Towanda has accepted her role. Michael Jr. is repentant, and the child will be protected as a niece. Not a mistake." The second, even worse, "Ashlee must not know. Her identity must remain what we've told her. It is for her peace and the family's protection. I have instructed the girls to fall in line, especially Tamar, who is prone to outbursts and rebellion. The devil uses her mouth." The documents were signed with Evelyn's full name. When the leak went viral, fans were outraged. Reddit exploded. YouTube reaction videos popped up by the hour. Hashtags like #Evelyn Exposed and Justice for Ashlee began trending. Evelyn's once revered name, associated with motherhood, faith and strength, was now tied to coercion, secrecy and emotional abuse. Even celebrities chimed in. Keke Palmer reposted the letter with the caption, You'll be calling people matriarchs when it's really just generational trauma dressed up in church clothes. Michael Jr.'s chilling call. As Evelyn tried to do damage control, reportedly contacting multiple gospel media outlets to clarify her heart, a new voice entered the conversation, one that had been noticeably absent until now. Michael Braxton Jr., in a private call to a family friend that was allegedly recorded and leaked. Michael Jr. is heard crying, audibly shaking, as he says, "I didn't know what I was doing. I was a child too. Mama said it was love. She said family meant loyalty over everything. I thought I was protecting her." Then the silence. And finally, "Tell Tamar I'm sorry. Tell Ashlee. I wasn't strong enough to fight Mama." Fans were divided. Some felt sympathy for Michael, raised under control, emotionally manipulated, unable to break free. Others weren't so forgiving. The comment sections lit up. He was old enough to know better. Manipulated or not, he became a part of the abuse. If he's really sorry, he better start talking. In court. Legal experts have since chimed in on the conversation. While there are no current criminal charges, family law attorneys have noted that the combination of religious coercion, identity fraud, and psychological harm to Ashlee could absolutely form the basis for civil suits. And now the question is, will Tamar take it there? Because according to a comment she left on a fan's post, this ain't about revenge, it's about healing. But healing don't start till we rip the whole mess open. Evelyn's empire crumbles within 72 hours of the letter leak. Evelyn's devotional book was pulled from 2 Christian bookstores. Her next speaking engagement was postponed indefinitely. And multiple gospel blogs turned their tone, from protective to critical. The final blow came when a major Christian network cancelled an upcoming interview special with Evelyn, citing unforeseen complications. Evelyn tried once more to speak, posting a photo of a torn family Bible and the caption, "The enemy loves division. I will not participate in the devil's plan." But at this point, the internet had already chosen a side, and it wasn't hers. Just when the internet thought Tamar had dropped her final bombshell, she returned with a vengeance. And this time, she brought receipts. In a teaser clip posted to her Instagram stories, Tamar stood in front of a small box labelled 2017 Counselling Sessions, Do Not Share, and captioned it, "Since Mama won't talk and Towanda hiding, y'all ready for the tape?" Fans lost it. Because for the first time, Tamar was threatening to release actual audio recordings from a now infamous family therapy session that allegedly took place off-camera during Season 5 of Braxton Family Values. And according to insiders, that session included a full breakdown, an accidental confession, and a direct admission from Towanda herself. The leaked clip. She came from me. Hours later, the first leaked clip hit YouTube via a fan page that claimed to have received it anonymously. The audio was muffled but clear enough. Therapist. Towanda, is there something you've wanted to tell Ashlee? Towanda crying. I wanted to tell her since she was a baby, but Mama said no. Mama said it would break her, but not telling her broke me. Therapist. What are you saying, Towanda? Towanda through sobs. She came from me. Ashlee is mine. The audio ended with a gasp. Not from the therapist, but what fans are certain was Tamar herself reacting in real time. It was the confirmation everyone had been waiting for. Reddit threads went wild. X, formerly Twitter, exploded. The clip made it to the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, and even CNN's trending list. This ain't reality TV anymore, this is a confession. Towanda confirmed it, and Evelyn covered it. Tamar was the whistleblower, but Towanda was the prisoner. Ashlee confronts Towanda. In person. Just one day after the audio leaked, Ashlee Braxton was spotted outside a gated residence in Atlanta where Towanda was believed to be staying with a distant cousin. Paparazzi footage showed Ashlee at the door for over 10 minutes, visibly emotional, pacing, wiping tears, and clutching what looked like a letter. Sources say Ashlee came unannounced, demanding answers. A neighbor later told TMZ, "She was yelling, 'Why didn't you fight for me?' Then she cried and said, 'I needed a mom, not a secret.' It was heartbreaking." Towanda eventually came outside, wrapped in a robe, no makeup, but said nothing, just hugged her. The moment lasted 2 minutes, and then Ashlee left in an Uber alone. Neither has posted since. But that single interaction went viral, a daughter confronting the woman who birthed her, loved her, but wasn't allowed to raise her. The photo of them hugging is now being called the Braxton embrace, raw, painful, and unspoken. Braxton's sisters turn on each other. As this family imploded, Tamar made it clear she wasn't done. In a shocking post, she called out Trina and Tony, writing, "Don't be silent just because you're comfortable. You knew too. Don't act brand new now." Trina fired back almost instantly, commenting, "Girl, don't act like you didn't say you were gonna sit on this secret forever too. You just mad you got caught with receipts." Tony? She didn't comment, but unfollowed both Tamar and Towanda. Fans called it the Braxton Civil War. Tamar lit the match, but everyone else poured the gasoline. This family was built on secrets and now they're choking on them. Evelyn's final attempt to shut it down. In a desperate move, Evelyn allegedly tried to block further therapy audio from being released. Legal experts say, unless there's a signed non-disclosure agreement, Tamar is fully within her rights to release those tapes, especially if they involve her own voice and testimony. And Tamar made sure fans knew. Part 2 drops this Sunday, and y'all ain't ready for what Michael Jr. said behind that door. The storm isn't over. It's escalating. When Tamar teased Part 2 of the therapy tapes, no one expected just how explosive it would be. The internet braced itself, and Tamar delivered. In a new YouTube upload titled, "Truth Ain't Done Yet," Tamar played a 6-minute audio file that brought the Braxton family legacy to its knees. The clip opens with Michael Braxton Jr. speaking softly, the weight of his voice trembling through the room. "I didn't want to say it in front of everybody, Muscle, but it's true. Ashlee is my daughter, Towanda. I loved her. I still do. But Mama made us feel like it was the only way." Tamar let the audio play uninterrupted. No commentary. No cuts. Just raw pain. Michael's words continued. "I was 18. She was 17. We didn't even know what we were doing. Mama said God would forgive if we never told. She said it was our duty to protect the family name." And then the silence. You could hear the therapist's soft gasp, Towanda weeping, and Tamar whispering, "You kept this from her for how long?" Michael replied, "Since the day she was born." The internet lost it. Ashlee's response, "I am done with the Braxton name." Just hours after the audio went live, Ashlee Braxton posted a heartbreaking video to her private TikTok, which was screen-recorded and reshared thousands of times. In it, she spoke directly to the camera. "I don't want to be called Braxton anymore," she sobbed as she said. That name, it doesn't mean legacy to me. It means lies. It means silence. It means pain. I was born from something twisted and then wrapped in a ribbon like it was a gift. All I ever wanted was my truth. She ended the video by showing a form, a legal petition to change her last name. The comment section was flooded with support. You are more than their secrets. You are love, not shame. Ashlee, this is your rebirth. Fans began using Jock's Ashlee Reclaims Her Name to show solidarity, a digital movement of empathy and justice. Evelyn's final letter and the hidden truth inside. As Tamar's tapes spread and Ashlee's voice grew louder, Evelyn Braxton tried one final tactic. A handwritten letter sent directly to Ashlee, which Ashlee then posted online in full. The letter, filled with scripture references and old-school cursive, read in part, "I never meant for you to hurt. I only meant for you to be safe. This world doesn't understand what family means to God. I did what I thought was right in his eyes. But it was the postscript that broke the internet. You were always mine too. Even if I didn't birth you, I made sure you were raised right. That's more than most mothers can say." Fans were furious. This ain't an apology. This is a justification. She's still controlling the narrative. Evelyn sees herself as God and everyone else as a pawn. Even gospel figures who once stood with Evelyn began to turn away. One pastor posted, "Truth without repentance is just manipulation." Braxton legacy implodes. The fallout was swift and irreversible. Tony cancelled her holiday concert series, citing family emergencies. Trina deactivated her Instagram and hasn't responded to media inquiries. Towanda released a 20-second clip where she cried and whispered, "I loved her every day of her life, even in silence." But it was Tamar who closed the chapter in the most poetic and painful way. In a final IG post, she wrote, "They tried to bury the truth, but the truth was a seed. And now the tree is standing tall, even if the roots were poisoned." The post was accompanied by a photo of Ashlee, smiling for the first time in weeks, standing in front of a courthouse. This wasn't just another messy family drama. This was a generational unraveling, one built on secrecy, shame, and silence. Tamar didn't come with pettiness. She came with truth, and the kind of painful clarity that families spend lifetimes avoiding. In one live stream, she shattered decades of emotional imprisonment, freeing Ashlee, confronting Towanda, and forcing Evelyn and Michael Jr. to face the cost of their choices. Ashlee's voice has risen from confusion to power. She's rewriting her identity, taking her name back, and showing the world what healing through truth looks like. And Tamar? She didn't destroy the family. She might have finally saved it by dragging everything that festered in the dark out into the light. If this story moved you, if you believe in accountability over image, in truth over legacy, then make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Tap the bell so you don't miss the next explosive chapter in this unraveling Braxton saga. And let us know below, did Tamar go too far? Or was this exactly what the family needed to finally be free?